Just keep thinking of Justice Sotomayor, and I want to just put three dots out there and ask you how they are connected. I mean, I think the history of this court is being told in part through her dissents and her statements. And one is, you know, the, quote, stench of the court, not because of what it decided in Dobbs, but because of the way that case made it to the Supreme Court, the reverse engineering of the state legislature, waiting for the appointments to be confirmed and then overturning Roe. The pain she said she was in an interview up at Harvard, where she said she goes back to her office and, quote, cries sometimes. And then the walks like a duck. I mean, she is speaking to all of us. Is that intentional?
It is intentional. It's very much, I think, in the vein of what Justice Ginsburg was doing toward the end of her career, which is using these dissents as a sort of cri de coeur to, not to her colleagues. I don't think she has any hope of convincing her colleagues, but in an attempt to say to the American public, hey, are you out there? This is not appropriate. You need to be acting on this. And I just think one other thing to amplify Andrew's really smart point about this is one justice, Clarence Thomas, substituting his judgment, right, for all of the fact findings, years of thinking and working on this by ATF. And here's Clarence Thomas, and he's got some infographics, and he's got a GIF. So he pops those into the opinion as if to say, you know, I'm now the expert on bump stocks, and I know more than the ATF and then Congress. And just to be super clear, these come from the gun supporters, right? These are coming directly from lobbyists who did the workaround to turn not machine guns into machine guns, and then to say, these aren't machine guns. So when Clarence Thomas at the end of this whole line of influence is like, hey, I agree, these aren't machine guns. This isn't the process working. This is the exact outcome desired by a gun industry that created a product to end run the machine gun ban and then went to the court to say, make sure the product end runs the machine gun ban. So this is not just not a court acting like not a court. This is, in fact, Justice Thomas seemingly substituting the will of the gun makers for fact-finding and government.
You know, I came up in Republican politics when every Republican campaign was about the Supreme Court. The dog caught the car. The court is now unpopular all the way across the ideological spectrum through much of the Republican Party in America. It is now doing things that only the fringe on the right is excited and animated by. What is the political moment like, in your view, in terms of how out of step this court is on reproductive rights, on voting rights, and on gun safety?
I think that they have really pushed the envelope to where I think normal, just reasonable people are going to say enough is enough. Anyone in their right mind knows the reason that they even created bump stocks was to get around the technical definition of what a machine gun was. So now the Supreme Court is saying, yep, we're going along with that, and it's stacked by Trump supporters, Trump nominees. So you're going to deal with all kind of technicalities with anything else, but with this technicality stops everything. We're not even talking now about how harmful it can be. 60 people were killed in Las Vegas. This is not one of those, well, you don't know, Reverend, if that's going to happen. It has happened, and it happened because of a bump stock. And you are now saying, well, you don't define it right. What other definition would you give it if it was created in order to make that kind of weapon, an assault weapon, operate like a machine gun? With that bump stock in, it is a machine gun. And we're going to really argue with that when 60 families are going through Father's Day with some fathers dead, and you're going to sit and play games in the Supreme Court? This is an affront to all Americans.
I mean, you understand politics and sort of a campaign climate. I mean, do you feel like overturning a Trump-era gun safety measure is one of these things is not like the other in terms of illustrating how extreme this court is?
Well, I think that you would think that if you heard from Mr. Trump and the Republican MAGA crowd today, I think you played Raskin. I'm waiting to see where are the MAGA Republicans saying how bad this is. Where's Donald Trump? He has something to say about everything right away on Truth Social. I guess this is not enough truth and it's not social enough for him.
Exactly. He's suddenly without Wi-Fi. No.